We meet tonight's passionate collector, Dave Holden, and something that will not only make you go all warm and fuzzy, but also just a little bit hungry.
My wife and I are very retro people. We love the style of contemporary items from the 50s and 60s in particular. I think it reminds us of our childhood. This is how it all started. I was driving along the road one day and found two of these mixers that someone had thrown out. I couldn't wait to pull one apart, and I got a real pleasant surprise at how well constructed they are. This is one that I cross-sectioned so that you can see the insides. You can see exactly how robust they are compared to modern-day machinery. No plastics here, it's all die-cast metal and Bakelite. The brains behind the Sunbeam products in the early days was a man by the name of Ivar Jeppsson, a real lateral thinker. He was a Swedish immigrant who came to America, got a job with Sunbeam as a draftsman, and went on to become their head engineer. I've managed to download some patents, original patents off the internet from the US Patent Office site, showing some of his inventions. This particular one is for a vegetable peeler, an incredibly elaborate piece of machinery. So you just put the potato on like this, cock the blade up, and switch it on. Isn't that fantastic? It's definitely the attachments that attract me to these mixers. Some of them are really wacky. I've got 12 of them, including a meat grinder, a blender, milkshake maker, can opener, and even a little buff to polish your silver.
It's a real team effort when we go to the op shops. Lucy goes for the beaters, I go for the attachments, and Ruby goes straight to the bowls.
My dad's collection inspired my Year 11 art piece.
You've got to love this lamp that Dad made.
This little old mixer up here was manufactured in 1932 by the Cooper Engineering Company of Sydney. It's the first Mixmaster manufactured in Australia for the Australian market. It's a very rare piece. This is the oldest mixer in my collection. I usually restore a few and sell them on. Actually, I've just had 25 returned from the painters ready for reassembly.
Have you told them how you got them home? That's my Dave. He's a resourceful chap.
This is amazing. This is an American Model 10 from about 60 years ago. I bought it off a guy in Texas on eBay, and it was still in its original packing. Bowls, juicer, everything. The only problem is with this machine is I don't think I'm going to get my warranty, as you had to have the guarantee card in within 10 days of original purchase.
So is it the retro nostalgia and just how good these things look, or is it the engineering that really gets you in?
Bit of both, Andy. I think the thing that got me in originally was the look initially, but when I disassembled the first one and saw how well they were made, I just thought, wow, these things are made to run forever.
I know Nicole loves the little pink one down the front.
I do. They're stunning. I've never seen this watermelon colour before. Is it priced at a much higher price accordingly?
Generally, yes. Those ones usually on eBay, you'll see them for around 400 plus mark.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's getting up there.
Yeah.
So I got that one the other day for a bargain, so I'm happy.
Did you?
Yeah.
These were made before the days of built-in obsolescence. I mean, nowadays I had something that went bust and somebody just looked and said, no, throw it away, buy a new one. Is that part of the charm of these things? Because they were made so well.
Exactly, yes. Every single item on those machines was a serviceable part, down to even the little pieces of string 4.5 inches long for the oil wicks.
Wow.
The nostalgia with these is incredible because everybody remembers lining up to lick the beaters, but there's a certain smell about them too when they're working.
There is, yeah. I think it's a mixture of cake mix, ozone and old grease.
Where's the ozone coming from?
Fire it up, Adrian.
Yeah,
Shall I fire it up?
speed governor.
Fire it up. Full speed ahead.
Oh,
There we go.
just know that sound.
Yeah, Mama's making cakes.
I love the knob as well.
Yeah.
The
Well, you
ozone?
can smell
The
it.
ozone,
You
yeah,
can
tell us
smell
about the ozone.
The ozone smell comes from the speed governor at the rear there. It consists of a pair of contact points, the same as you'd find in a car's distributor, and they open and close at varying rates depending on the speed of the mixer. Anytime you get electrical arcing, it produces ozone. That's the
You can
distinctive
smell it,
You can. You definitely can smell it.
Now, Dave, I'm a marketing junkie, and I couldn't help but notice all the little graphics there that were used to sell these things. right in the middle of it all is the housewife. Historically, most of them are at work now. So is that why sales of these things fell off in the 70s and 80s?
Oh, I think it's probably got something to do with it, yes.
But now things have changed and it's swung back. Yes, we're at work, and we might not be making cakes, but we're making soufflés and frittatas and all these other things, and cooking and
we are too.
And you are too.
And men are.
Oh, every day.
Yeah.
Men are, everybody is. And cooking and being in the kitchen and food has become popular and really important. And so these kinds of things are back on the kitchen benches and being used regularly.
Okay, say, Gordon, you're at home and you were knocking up a frittata, as I know you're
Well,
keen
probably
to do.
better at souffles.
Yeah. Would you be using them if you had a choice to go out and buy a new one or get a reconditioned old one?
Oh, no doubt about it, I'd buy one of these.
Yeah.
For a start, it's a better investment. These are going to last for another 50 years once you've done them up, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'll see you after.
Well, you can see all of us after. I think we're all in the market for one.
Thanks very much for coming in, Dave, and sharing this. And I know you've got some business lined up here with the panel after we finish. Now, we're going to throw to the mystery object now, and perhaps you shouldn't be looking at this. With your engineering mind, you're going to be able to pick this straight off. Don't tell the panel, okay? They will have no